Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Titin Wahyuni from 3B. The fairy tale about Cinderella is one of the most popular fairy tales in the world. Because of the popularity of this fairy tale, many girls and women went to live like Cinderella, who lived happily with her prince on a white horse. So, what is the full Cinderella story? Please watch the following video. Once upon a time, lived happy family. There are three members in their house. There are father, mother, and daughter with name Cinderella. After losing her mother at a young age, Cinderella promises to follow her mother, then wishes to have the courage and begin. Some years later, Cinderella's father remarried Lady Tremaine, the widow of an Lord acquaintance, who has two daughters of her own, Anastasia and Drizella Tremaine. Cinderella welcomes her new stepfamily despite the stepsister's unpleasant attitude. When Cinderella's father goes abroad for business, Lady Tremaine slowly reveals her cruel and jealous nature, as she pushes Cinderella to give up her bedroom to the stepsister for the edict. When her father died during the trip, Lady Tremaine dismisses the household to save money and forces all of the courage on Cinderella. One morning, when her stepfamily sees Cinderella for covered in cinders due to her sleeping by the fireplace for warmth, the mock Cinderella and forbid her from eating with them. Courage by their cruelty, Cinderella rides off into the woods, where she meets Kate, the crown prince, posing as a village apprentice, along with his hunting party. Though Cinderella is unaware of Kate's true identity, they both take a liking to each other. They took part without Prince learning Cinderella's name. The king, upon learning he has little time left to live, urges Kate that for the unfailing of the kingdom, he should take a gift for his bride in the upcoming royal ball. Kate persuades his father to also invite every eligible maiden in the kingdom to the ball, in hope of seeing Cinderella. Upon receiving notice of the ball, Cinderella finds a gown that belongs to her mother and decides to refashion it for the ball. On the night of the ball, Cinderella tries to join her stepfamily, but Lady Tremaine and her daughter ridicule and tear up Cinderella's dress, leaving without her. Cinderella runs into the garden, enters and meets an old, bigger woman, who reveals herself to be Cinderella, fairy godmother. To help Cinderella attend the ball, her fairy godmother magically transforms a pumpkin into a golden carriage, her 4 maids into white horses, 2 lizards into a footman, and a ghost into the coachman. She transformed Cinderella's repaired dress into a gorgeous blue gown, complete with a pair of magical glass slippers. As Cinderella leaves for the ball, the fairy godmother warns her the spell will break and the last stroke of midnight. Finally, she causes a spell to keep Cinderella family from recognizing her. At the ball, the entire crowd is entranced by Cinderella when she appears. Cinderella and King proceed to have their first dance. This irritates the Grand Duke, who has promised Kate to Princess Selina of Zaragoza, a comment which Lady Tremaine overhears. While surprised at Kate's true identity, Cinderella, nonetheless, continues to both win him. During the palace grounds, as Cinderella is about to tell Kate her name, Cinderella hears the clock start to chime midnight and falls. As she feels the castle, one of her slippers falls off. After being pursued by the Grand Duke and his men, Cinderella manages to escape from before the final stroke of midnight chimes, causing the spell to wear off. After returning home, Cinderella hides the remaining glass slippers left behind under the floorboards of her bedroom. The king passes away soon after, but not before giving his son permission to marry Cinderella. Now King Kate uses a royal proclamation ordered every man in the kingdom to try on the slipper in an effort to find the girl. Cinderella hurries to retrieve the glass slipper to prove her identity, only to find her stepmother holding it. Having deduced that Cinderella is the mystery princess, Lady Tremaine tells her stepdaughter about her own tragic past and of the bitter effects he is caused in her life. She demands to be made the head of the royal household, and those respectable husband are found for the stepsister as condition and blackmail in order to give Cinderella hand in marriage to Kate. When Cinderella refuses to meet her demands, Lady Tremaine smashes the slippers and locks Cinderella in the attic. Lady Tremaine then takes the starred remains of the slipper to the Grand Duke and has him agree to make her a countess and securing marriage for her daughter, in exchange for giving Cinderella hidden. The Grand Duke and the captain of the guard lead the mission to find the mystery princess. but the magical slipper refuses to fight any other maiden. When they arrive at the Tryman estate, they saw fate neither of the stepsisters. As they turned to leave, Cinderella singing of lavenders blew his heart. The Grand Duke tries to ignore this, but Kate, disgusted as a god, commands the captain to investigate. Dismissingly determined attempts to stop her, Cinderella is renewed with Kate. They leave the house as Cinderella offers forgiveness to her stepmother. Afterward, the Fire Godmother states that Cinderella's stepfamily and the Grand Duke leave the kingdom never to return. Cinderella and Kate married and eventually grew to become the late most beloved monarch, ruling with the same courage and kindness that Cinderella has promised her mother, living happily ever after. Okay guys, that's the Cinderella story. If there is a word mistake, please forgive. And I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you guys.